You see, the thing about Syracuse wrestling is that it is about brotherhood, and that is the very same principle with which Hired Gun Inc. was founded.
As somebody who goes to Syracuse University, I know it's a town based all around community. This is a community, and nothing can stop this trio.
Well, Power Supply tried their best here tonight. Unfortunately, they got robbed of the tag team titles. But, gentlemen, VanSlyke said he's got some business to handle. And that business is getting ready to come to the ring in the form of Invincible Vince Valor.
Invincible Vince Valor is somebody I have had my eyes on for years. Every roster in New York State and abroad, I see his name on it, and I say that this guy is out here putting in the work. But this is going to be interesting. Going up against VanSlyke, pretty evenly matched in the experience department.
Both of these men have been around this game for more than a decade. Each in their own part of New York, carving their own path. Vince Valor, one of the most successful wrestlers to come out of Western New York. VanSlyke, one of the most successful wrestlers to come out of the Central New York area. Tonight, they may meet here in the Capital Region. Neutral crowd here to go to war.
Prior to the event, prior to a Mortal Kombat 4, Vince Valor put in a call to the New York State Athletic Commission complaining of an unsafe work environment. He wanted to get VanSlyke stricken from the record. He might have even wanted to get this show shut down so he didn't have to go against Big Iron.
Listen, I gotta play devil's advocate here. When you got a bounty placed on your head, I would not only call the State Athletic Commission, I'd call the damn police instead.
It's the police. You'd call the police. Well,
excuse me.
I would meet in the middle. I'd say he could call OSHA, perhaps.
VanSlyke showing he's ready to go. Invincible Vince Valor very hesitantly getting in that ring, rocking that Whitney Houston shirt.
You know, Vince Valor has 13 years in-ring experience. I've never once seen him in his 13 years enter the ring at such a slow pace, and can you blame him?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You cannot blame him for being trepidatious, for being hesitant to square off against VanSlyke. Nearly anyone would feel the very same way. Hell, even H.C. Loke, who squared off against Brute at our last event, was a bit hesitant, and he has been around this business longer than most in the locker room.
Nervous, I've seen Vince Valor in a ring in quite some time.
Oh, hold the phone. Hold the phone.
Tights of Vince.
I think I see a little bit of payola. I see a little bit of cash, a little bit.
The Hired Guns mantra is
Money talks, man. Money talks.
Trying to grease the palms like a handful of Vaseline. I don't think $1's going to cut it. I don't know if you gentlemen saw it, but that was just a single.
yeah. He said he gave him a 20, but Bill can read. Trying to rob referee Darren.
I wouldn't say rob. I mean, that's a bit presumptuous. He might have loaned him a $5 earlier in the evening, and now he's getting it back from him.
Oh, now we're up to $2.
Okay.
Well, listen, if you're trapped in a zoo exhibit with a wild gorilla and you have bananas in your hand, what are you going to do? You're going to give the gorilla the bananas and hope for the best.
Well, the deal is off, and Vince Valor trying to take up a collection to pay VanSlyke to just get out of the ring.
One
Man held up 100 in front of him and took it right back.
One could consider Invincible Vince Valor resourceful, but I would call him a bit foolish for trying to source a little bit of money from this particular crowd.
Yeah, a lot of kids in the audience today, and, well, I think they have to finish elementary school before they have workers' compensation.
Maybe they could Venmo him some money. Maybe everybody could make this happen with some crypto. We are in the digital age, after all.
Well, Vince Valor trying to clean now with VanSlyke. Only able to come up with $2 and a prayer.
I don't think that during his time in Japan, Brute VanSlyke came across much pleading in the dojos. I think that he dealt with much more, athletic alternatives.
Well, a handshake here. And Vince just made the move of his life. Huge shoulder tackle by Brute VanSlyke. And here we go. Teeing off like Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Shades of Terry Funk, and I know for a fact that is one of Brute's absolute favorite wrestlers, and rightfully so. Because why wrestle when you can just punch a man in the mouth?
All right, I can't watch this. Brute is double the size of Vince Valor. Who on earth booked this match? No wonder Vince Valor wanted out. I would want out too. This is ridiculous. This is absurd, and this is a catastrophe.
Well, the Immortal management fully believed that the experience factor would be the difference maker here in this match, but right now, I think the chest caving in is proven differently as Brute VanSlyke again. Vince Valor able to duck that and save his own life.
We have all heard the phrase uttered that the styles make the matches. Now, yes, these men are both evenly matched in the experience department, but Charlie is correct. Brute VanSlyke is 430 pounds. Vince Valor's giving up a lot to him, and honestly, can a pickup truck compare to the Haas-powered locomotive?
Well, that locomotive came charging to Vince Valor. What a chop again across that chest. Chops ring through St. John's.
They're getting out amongst the people. They're taking it to the street, just like the Doobie Brothers said. And now check it out. Some of the kids in the front row are having a go at Invincible Vince Valor.
Well, that's not fair. Kids are not kids. That's a disqualification. That's Pro Wrestling 101.
We save the fair for the summers in professional wrestling. Sometimes it's just a hoss fight.
I mean, Dr. Bob watching on with delight as we get a couple of stiff chops here from Brute VanSlyke again. I think Vince Valor still hasn't caught his breath from the Immortal Faithful.
Unfortunately for Vince Valor, I think Dr. Bob is a chiropractor. Now, yes, he might be able to have an adjustment after this. He might need one, but other than that, I'd say he's pretty much out of luck.
Adjustment? He's going to end up in a stretcher at this pace. This is absurd. But wait, Vince Valor, there's hope.
Can we just talk about how that drop toe hold just sent Brute VanSlyke face first into those solid wooden steps?
You cannot imagine what it's like to get a splinter in the middle of a professional wrestling match. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine a splinter in everyday life.
Yeah, folks, if you think that's like good pressure treated, no. This is splintery central.
And let's talk about the drop toe hold. Brute VanSlyke, he wrestled Raven once.
Yes, he did wrestle Raven.
He should have seen that coming, I've got to be honest. It's one of Raven's staples.
And you know, Vince Valor, big fan of the flock. So now Valor using that knowledge to his advantage. But he's got him goozled.
Oh man, you talked about the flock. He's gonna go from flying to dying. Choke slam on the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring. It met the spine of Valor, and this is absurd.
I try not to be the type of announcer who audibly gasps, who audibly makes a sound of shock or discontent when I see something happen in the ring, but that's what I just had to do because that chokeslam was serious. But Vince Valor, not to be outdone, with a crotch shot to Brute VanSlyke.
Now a couple of shots here as Vince Valor tries to very valiantly fight his way back into this one. And look at this, the arms of Brute VanSlyke tied up. Brute is strapped.
I do not understand how the referee didn't call it at the low blow, but now we're seeing Andre the Giant. You get tied up, and when you're that size, you can't get out.
Saying now Brute VanSlyke falling off those ropes. Brute might be a little bit on clean street here.
That little bit of time it took to tie him up and get a couple of shots was enough to disorient the monster, enough to shake the beast from the Northeast, and now things are starting to look better for Vince Valor.
And I really respected Brute sticking up for Power Supply come the last match. He's a Syracusean, just like I am throughout the year when I attend my classes, but I can't respect this, and that's why I'm cheering for Vince Valor.
And now Vince Valor just applying all that pressure right across the throat of Brute VanSlyke, probably the only way he's going to be able to keep the big man down is to make sure he doesn't have a breath in him.
Father Derek trying to rally the crowd, trying to get Hired Gun Inc. fans on the side of Brute VanSlyke to give him a little bit of wind, to give him a little bit of that chutzpah, a little bit of that energy.
But Vince Valor having a hard time taking the big man down. Another stiff clothesline doesn't work. But the lariat didn't get it. And that cross body. All 430 pounds just came flying right across the chest and soul of Vince Valor.
I think we all collectively saw the breath and a little bit of the life leave Vince Valor's body when Brute VanSlyke came tumbling down upon his him.
And now Valor and VanSlyke trying to get back up to their feet. Brute with the
Chopping meat like a butcher shop, Brute VanSlyke is ready to take down the Ilio DiPaolo Cup winner, and this might be all.
Good Lord! That's the power and agility of Brute VanSlyke on full display.
Absolutely beautiful power slam there by the big man. You gotta give credit where credit's due.
I don't think Vince Valor's been lifted that high in his life.
Yes, it's about the bounty. Yes, it's about the money at the end of the day at the Hired Gun Inc. offices. But there is a great deal of respect being exchanged with each striking blow between these two men. I know for a fact that they want to be the best professional wrestlers possible, let alone in New York State. I know that they want to bring professional wrestling to every corner of this state with the quality with which these two men are known to perform.
Right now, VanSlyke almost had him hooked, but a rake to the eye says differently.
That's right. You don't teach at the Buffalo Wrestling Academy without having a couple tricks up your sleeve to pass on to the next generation.
That was way too big a man to get up. And able to tap that again. Choke slam. That's the drop.
Can you believe that? Vince Valor with the drop on Brute, but just a 2 count.
I believe in a miracle.
Vince Valor almost had him. It's complete disarray right now. Trying to figure out what to do. Valor goes for the outside. He sees a chair. Folks, this is not a no-kick.
This is not the way to do it, Vince. You don't have to resort to cheating.
Do it, Vince. This is the way. Do it, Vince.
Oh, come on, Charlie. And that's why you have a manager, my friends, to watch your back for stuff like that.
Can Brute ever, win on his own? Come on.
He absolutely can win on his own. He's about to win on his own. He was saved from somebody taking his head clean off.
And wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Look who's back.
Well,
now I don't even know who to root for because these human pieces of garbage are now back at ringside. I don't like Vince. I don't like Brute. I like Vince Valor. I don't want Haram and Harim to get their way. Well,
While the official was distracted.
the collection plate to the back of the head of Brute VanSlyke. They're using Father Derek's collection plate to steal the win.
Nice.
This is disgusting, just like when men don't wash their hands in public restrooms.
And of course, Valor collecting the bucks off the ground like a stripper at the club.
From originally going home in an ambulance, perhaps, to now going home in a limo, the champions widow. We have a winner in this one.
I thought better of Vince Valor coming into this, and now I have the clear understanding that Invincible Vince Valor is as yellow as the overcoat on April O'Neil, my friends. He is nothing for Immortal Championship Wrestling to be proud of.
Vince Valor picks up the win in pretty disgraceful fashion. Referee Father Derek trying to explain to is the official. With this crowd still showing their support for Hired Gun Inc. and Brew VanSlyke, despite going through a tough loss here tonight. But you know this isn't the end between Hired Gun Inc. and the Sons of the Law.
The horse-powered locomotive lives to fight another day.